McCready starts inside row number 1. Outside him in the 28, it'll be Tyler Meeks. Row number 2 to the inside, the Pocket Rocket, Danny O'Brien. And on the outside, the number 9 of Billy Dunn. Row number 3, last week's feature winner, the R70 of Ryan Arbuthnot. And on the high side, the number 19 of Luke Stewart. Row number 4 to the inside, the 27W is Nick Webb. And on the high side, the number 57, that'll be Riley Gill. Jeff Sykes, the number 23, Jace. It's inside row number 5, and on the outside, that'll be Brady Gill in the number 51. Ryan Bartlett's number 93 will sit inside row 6. On the outside will be the number 18W of Scott Webb, and rounding out the field, the number 20 car, stock car Steve Bilo. Track safety lights going off, and Billy Isley ready to pull the Caprera Ram pickup truck to the safe haven of the infield. We get it ready to go battle. 25 laps is the distance. Out of turn number 4, green flag is in the air, modified style. Jordan McCready's going to come right off the top of turn number 1. He'll take him down the backstretch, your early leader, as he jumps out from that pole position. Tyler Meeks drops right in line behind him as they go to turn number 3 and 4. Behind him, they are side by side. Danny O'Brien comes down to the bottom of the racetrack. He'll work off the bottom side as they come down the front. Dillian Dunn on the outside. Dunn trying to work on the outside and makes 3 wide as they go down into turn number 2. The number 17D of Danny O'Brien bobbled on the bottom of the racetrack. Meeks pulls away. Dunn goes by on the outside. O'Brien all the way back to the number 4 spot as they work through turn number 3 and 4 coming down the front stretch. He'll go up the racetrack, opens the door for Ryan Arbuthnot. Arbuthnot not able to take advantage. He'll go back to the top side of the racetrack as they work over into turn number 2. Off turn number 2, they will dance down the backstretch. Riley Gill trying to get wound up now as they head down towards turn number 3 and 4. Trying to race his way towards the field. They'll come out turn number 4. Battle for the number 2 spot. Outside, it'll be Billy Dunn going by the number 28 of Meeks. Meeks settles back into the 3rd position. Off turn number 2, they will down backstretch, and they are beginning to stretch out around the field. Right now, Billy Dunn jumped out to that lead, and he is pulling away from the field. Jordan McCready out in front, pulling away. Billy Dunn pulling away for the number 2 spot as they go charging off turn number 2 down the backstretch. Meeks back to 3rd. Here comes the Pocket Rocket, Danny O'Brien one more time. O'Brien comes right up to the inside. He'll drive by on turn number 4, comes down the front stretch, takes the spot away from Meeks. Now Ryan Arbuthnot closing on the backs of the Meek ride. Billy Dunn up the racetrack, comes back down the hill off turn number 2 down the backstretch. He will go, but about an 8-car length battle as he tries to reel in Jordan McCready. McCready led a bunch of laps last week before settling back through the field, but right now he powers away down the front stretch. One car slow top side of the racetrack. That is the 51 of Brady Gill headed back towards the pit area as McCready works off turn number 4. Billy Dunn trying to eat away at that lead. It's about 4 car lengths back, and then it's Danny O'Brien, followed by Tyler Meeks, Ryan Arbuthnot, then it'll be Riley Gill, followed by Nick Webb, and the 19 of Luke Stewart chasing him, and side by side behind him, battle for the number 9 and 10 position. Back up front, stock car Steve Bilo, the last car on the lead lap, now sitting just about a half a straightaway in front of Jordan McCready. Closing the lap traffic will be an issue very quickly here. McCready's got to be careful to get by Billy Dunn, sitting 3 car lengths back as they go into the north end of the Speedway. McCready squares it off to the bottom, comes racing down in front. He'll take the spot back out into the front as he'll safely get by Steve Bilo. Billy Dunn also being very careful to get by him down the backstretch now as he continues to try to reel in the number 19 of Luke Stewart. Is slow down in turn number 1 and 2. Looks like he's got it fired back up, but he's right down on the bottom of the racetrack and still under power, so we'll have to keep an eye on that. And the yellow flag is number 19. Well, 10 laps in, our first caution coming out. Luke Stewart looks like a flat tire on the number 19 as he's headed back towards the pit area. He headed under his own power, but he was slow down the backstretch and down on the bottom in the racing groove, so we needed to bring the caution out very quickly. We'll get these guys lined back up, and we'll go right back at it.
Long Island.
Out of turn number 3, 4, green flag back in the air. McCready to the bottom, done on the outside, and then the 17 of Danny O'Brien. Everybody getting around. One car spun around right in the middle of the racetrack. We got one car way off the top of turn number 1, that right out of sight that you can't see. Back to the pit area. We should be doubling up here and going back to green the next time around. Track safety lights are off. Bill Isley takes the FX Repair pace truck to the infield. We get ready to go back at it. McCready again going to have to hold off Billy Dunn on this restart. Down at the bottom, they'll go to turn number 3. McCready pounds the throttle, drives back out to the front of the field. He'll bring him down the front stretch. The pocket rocket Danny O'Brien had a nose underneath Billy Dunn for a second, but Dunn able to drive away from him on the top side. So the 17 of Danny O'Brien going to settle back into number 3 spot as they go to turn number 3 and 4. They'll work turn number 3 and 4 side by side. Here comes Dunn all the way to the top side, but McCready able to hold him up. Battle now shaping up for the number 4 spot. Inside Nick Webb trying to come to the bottom of the racetrack as they work into turn number 2 and 3. Got underneath the 23 of Jeff Sykes as they worked off turn number 2 down the backstretch. They will go. Back up front, side by side battle, front of the field. Dunn trying to make it stick on the top side. McCready finding that magic moisture off the bottom, able to pull away. Meek settled back to the number 4 position now as they go into turn number 2. He's got the 27 of Webb working inside him. They'll work off turn number 2. Then it is the 23 of Jeff Sykes, the next car in line. Coming off turn number 4, cross flags will be up. McCready, Dunn, O'Brien, Meeks, Webb, Bartlett is the way they run for the top 5 right now out of turn number 2, top 6 I should say, as they go down the backstretch. Nothing changed. First 5 cars, all nose to tail work off the top of the speedway. Down the front stretch they will come. Meeks all by himself in that 4 spot. The Webb number 18, a W, just outside the top 5 now as they work into turn number 2. He'll get by the number 23, J of Jeff Sykes as they work down the backstretch. But your leader out in front, Jordan McCready, trying to distance himself from the number 9 of Billy Dunn and the 17 of Danny O'Brien. Everybody going down to the bottom of the racetrack. Dunn now over turn number 2 goes up the hill, but McCready able to hold him off as they go charging down the back. McCready continues to hold on to about an 8-car advantage. He'll come down in front, score lap number 16. And McCready right now seems to be the class of the field. He'll take him off turn number 2. Billy Dunn sitting about 7 car lengths back, and then it's 7 car lengths back to the 17D of Danny O'Brien as those 3 cars try to pull away from the field. Meeks right now holding on to the number 4 spot. He's got a couple of cars side by side behind him though as they work into turn number 3 and 4. So Meeks in that number 4 position, but right behind him will be the 93 of Bartlett and the 27 of Nick Webb. That's the best battle on the racetrack, and it's just outside the top 5 as they work off turn number 2 down the backstretch. Bartlett on the outside, Webb stuck down to the bottom of the racetrack as they continue to run side by side into the north end of the speedway. Now off turn number 4, both of them trying to reel in the Tyler Meeks ride for that number 4 position, but back up front, it is all Jordan McCready out in front of the field. McCready coming off turn number 4, he'll bring him down in front. Lap number 19 in the book. Next time by, Steve Rick is going to wave at the field, but McCready right now has got him covered as he'll charge off turn number 2 down the backstretch. He will go quite a distance distance back now is Billy Dunn, and then another distance back to the 17D of Danny O'Brien. Said best race on the track right now is for 4th, 5th, and 6th as they work off turn number 3 and 4. Meeks holding on to it right now, but he's got the number 27 of Nick Webb right in tow, and Ryan Bartlett chasing him into the turn. Tyler Meeks goes up the hill. Nick Webb slides the nose underneath him. Battle for the number 4 spot in turn number 3. Nick Webb down to the bottom of the racetrack. Meeks goes up the hill. Webb drives off the bottom. Meeks gets a good run, holding on to the number 4 spot. As he and Nick Webb continue that battle, Ryan Bartlett 3 car lengths back from that now, followed by the 18W of Scott Webb. Looking back towards the front of the field, it continues to be the Jordan McCready show here. Not much going on as he continues to distance himself from the number 9 of Billy Dunn. As they work off turn at number 4, down in front, parallel sticks are up. McCready almost a full straightaway advantage over Billy Dunn, and then as a distance back to the 17 of Danny O'Brien, followed by the 28 of Tyler Meeks, the 27 of Nick Webb, the 93 of Ryan Bartlett, the 18W of Scott Webb, the 23 of Jeff Sykes, and the 57 of Riley Gill. Off turn number 4, white flag will wave. And right now, Jordan McCready just got to turn the wheel 4 more times to bring it home and score his first modified feature win of the year. 3/4 straightaway lead for the young man out of Watertown, New York. He's going to power through turn number 3 and 4. A little bit of a bobble on the car, but as you can see, he's slowed down just a little bit. He'll bring him down the front stretch. Jordan McCready is going to be your modified winner. Billy Dunn will be second. The 3rd spot's going to belong to Danny O'Brien. He'll be followed home by Tyler Meeks, and then Nick Webb will hold on to the 5th spot, followed by the 93 of Ryan Bartlett, the Scott Webb number 18, the 23 of Jeff Sykes, and the 57 of Riley Gill. Well, this young guy had him covered here tonight. The Whitesboro Plow Shop Dirt Car 358 Modified Feature winner. On the backside, here's Jordan McCready. Jordan, congratulations. Nice job out there tonight.
Thank you, man. It was fun out there, actually. The car was really nice, could maneuver anywhere, so it was pretty easy to hit the brown for me. Starting on the front row helped a lot, too, so it was a good night.
The car was lightning fast again tonight. Last week you were real fast, but had some mechanical problems.
Yeah, I mean, we haven't had quite good luck lately, but, just today we had to change a fuel pump in the pits, and just a lot of stuff going wrong, so that's why this is pretty wild. This is pretty cool. I got to thank Petey and Stefan and Pierre and Eric and Mark and everybody that helped me in the pits. We had Chris Herbison changing the fuel pump with us. And he's there with his kid. He's not even on our team helping us. So it's pretty cool. I got to thank everybody that gave us a hand tonight.
And a modified feature win here. A good way to get the season started.
Yeah, for sure. It feels pretty good. I haven't won in a couple years, I don't think, so it feels good.
All right, congratulations. Jordan McCready is going to be your Whitesboro Plow Shop 358 Dirt Car Modified Feature winner. Couple more races here to go. I'll waddle my fat body back upstairs, and we'll get ready for our next feature.